Welcome back to Greatness Unlocked. If you find any value in this message, I humbly ask that you hit the like and subscribe. So, let's talk about something that's been on my mind lately. The curse of living a second childhood. You know, that idea of clinging so tightly to our younger selves that we forget to grow up. It sounds harmless, right? But trust me, it's a slippery slope. First off, let's unpack why some men choose to be immature. It's tempting. Adulthood comes with responsibilities, expectations, and a slew of other things, too numerous to count. So why not hang on to those carefree days when life was more about fun than about bills, deadlines, and commitments? For some, it feels like a rebellion against the weight of adulthood. But stay with me. This isn't just about fun. It's about an escape. And that's where it gets tricky. Some people don't want to change because, well, change is daunting. It's messy. It challenges everything we think we know about ourselves. Embracing growth means facing our fears, confronting our shortcomings, and taking accountability. Proverbs 1:5 states, "Let the wise hear and increase in learning." The meaning is that wisdom is a continuous pursuit. Even the wise can grow in their understanding and knowledge by actively listening to sound advice and teachings. It emphasizes humility in the face of wisdom, suggesting that true wisdom involves an ongoing desire to learn and to accept new knowledge, rather than believing one already knows everything. So it's easier to stay in a bubble of familiarity, even if it's a little bit toxic. And let's address something uncomfortable, shaming others who choose to grow. Why is that? When someone makes the decision to step away from immaturity and strive for personal development, it can unearth insecurities in those who aren't ready for that change. They look at you and try to pull you back into your old ways. Sometimes it feels like the minute you start to embrace growth, you're met with ridicule or judgment. But let me tell you, the long-term effects of not growing up are real. Imagine waking up at 50, still tethered to reckless habits, and realizing you've missed out on years of experience, relationships, and fulfillment. It can leave you feeling empty, wondering where the time went and what you accomplished. Now, here's the beautiful part. Choosing a life of continuous growth is like opening a door to endless possibilities. Every challenge you face becomes an opportunity to learn. You discover strengths you never knew you had. You make meaningful connections with people who are also on their paths. And that sense of companionship can be unbelievably fulfilling. And let's not forget confidence. When you embark on that journey of personal growth, each step forward boosts your self-esteem. You begin to trust yourself, the decisions you make, the risks you take. You stop seeking validation from others because you realize that the strongest voice you need to listen to is your own. 1 Corinthians 13:11 reads, "When I was a child, I spoke as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things." This verse, part of a larger passage on spiritual maturity and love, uses the analogy of childhood to adulthood to emphasize that believers should mature in their understanding and behavior, growing out of immature ways of speaking, thinking, and reasoning. So choose growth and step into the uncertain yet exhilarating future that personal growth promises. I'm choosing growth every single time because I know who I could become, and I want to meet that version of myself. To anyone watching this, if you find yourself torn between comfort and change, remember that life is too short to be stuck in your second childhood. Embrace growth, embrace change, and don't let anyone shame you for wanting more. Let's move forward together and create lives full of purpose, connection, and happiness. You are needed. Know that. Now go be great.